The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
This perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Live tonight on Metro Sports TV, it is two-way Substate basketball final, live from Sheldon, Iowa. It's the 7th-ranked Spirit Lake Indians against the 4th-ranked Unity Christian Knights as we get set for what we think is just going to be a tremendous basketball game. Metro Sports TV is the leader in live high school sports streaming across the Midwest, now featured in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, and here in the Lakes region. And you can watch all these games on demand wherever you may be, whatever device that you would like to use, including on Metro Sports TV on YouTube, online with our tremendous partners at KCAU Channel 9, KFSY Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, Premier Communications, and Fox Sports Radio. For the best in live high school sports, go to Metro Sports TV all season long as we get set. One of our featured schools, the Spirit Lake Indians, come into this basketball game with a record of 19-4. They will play Unity Christian Knights, who are also 19-4. Both teams have rolled to this state semifinal. Spirit Lake defeated Belmont Clemmy 80-39 in first round action, and then in second round action they beat Osage 71-42. Meanwhile, the Knights defeated Okoboji 65-45, and then Garner Hayfield 67-54 in the district final. That has gotten both teams here today. Joining me is our basketball guru, Mr. Rob Maynard. And Rob, we looked at this basketball game. Both these teams in the power rankings, record-wise, stat-wise, extremely similar.
Oh, very close on everything on stat-wise. You run right down the charts, and phenomenal game we should see tonight. On paper, it matches up really well. I think we've talked about a number of ways on how the size and comparisons really are. I think this is going to be a dandy.
You bet. We talked to the head coach for the Spirit Lake Indians, Coach Paul Brown. This is what he had to say. Welcome back to the Central Bank pregame show. We're now with Coach Paul Brown before the big Substate game between Unity Christian and his Spirit Lake Indians. Coach, is there anything better than a Substate final in Northwest Iowa?
No, absolutely not. Obviously it's against, should be two really good teams, and, Unity's had a great year, and it's going to be a great atmosphere, and yeah, there's nothing better than this.
Your basketball team has played extremely well since mid-January. Are you happy where you're at?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're peaking at the right time. I think we're doing a really good job of, the goal is always to play your best basketball at the end of the year, and I think that's exactly what we're doing.
You've gotten a lot of help from your bench players. You have the big three, the Stecker boys and Wesley Walls, and then Cade Lunt has played extremely well. Hendrickson's played extremely well, but you've got other guys coming off the bench that have really helped.
Yeah, absolutely. Cade and Sam have continued to step up time and time again, but you're exactly right, guys off the bench. J.D. Schneider, I thought he played his best game of the year against Osage there, and then, Cooper and Bennett have done a great job, on the defensive end, on the boards, and when they can add buckets for us, that's just, icing on the cake. So it's been great to see them all progress throughout the year.
We're with the head coach for Spirit Lake Indians before the Substate game, Coach Paul Brown. Coach, we talked earlier in the week, the one thing that concerns you about this Unity team is they can really shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, it all starts with Dylan Bosma. He's just a really, really good player, and he's lights out if you give him some, just any sort of room, really. But they got other guys as well that can light it up, and guys off the bench. Winterfield kid off the bench is shooting over 50% from three, and our closeouts are just going to have to be on point all game tonight.
What are the other keys for you to win this basketball game?
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to limiting them in transition, and that starts with us taking care of the ball, and then we got to own the boards.
Okay, Coach Paul Brown will be back with more right after this. We'll have the starting lineups. This is the Central Bank pregame show.
Widespread respect and admiration felt for someone or something on the basis of a perception of their achievements or quality. It's a name that speaks for itself. Prestige is something you earn. It's where quality counts since 1975. And we improve ourselves at every chance by working with customers every step of the way. Visit either Prestige Collision Center's location today, where it's more than just a name.
Welcome back to a jam-packed Sheldon High School as these two teams, Spirit Lake and Unity Christian, get set to play here tonight. The starting lineups brought to you by Greenberg's Jewelry. At one guard for the Unity Christian Knights, coming in at 19-4, ranked number 4 in Class 2A, Dylan Bausma, a 6'1" junior, averaging 16 points per game. Braden Bausma, a 6'1" senior, averaging 10.9 points per game. Outstanding backcourt for the Knights. Up front, they'll have sophomore Tice Bandanji, a 6'4" post player, if you will, number 12, averaging 12 points per game and 9 rebounds. Traven Van Beek, a 6'1" senior, averaging 3.3 points per game and 4 rebounds. And Jackson Fogle, a 6'4" senior, averaging 10 points a game and 5 rebounds. Off the bench, Keegan Winterfield, an outstanding sophomore shooter. He's one to look out for, averaging 10 points per game. And Braden Harskamp, the junior, 6'4", averaging 2 points and 4 rebounds a game. The head coach is Cody Harskamp. As the Knights come in here ready to play basketball, they'll be in their home whites today with the Carolina blue trim. For the Spirit Lake Indians, they'll start Sam Hendrickson, 6'3" senior, averaging 6 points per game. We've seen Sam really elevate his game since Christmas. Caden Lunt, the All-State quarterback, 6'4", averaging 6 points per game and 5 rebounds. Up front, the big boys, Dylan Stecker, 6'5" senior, averaging 20 points a game and 9 rebounds. And his twin brother, Ethan Stecker, 6'5", averaging 12 points per game and 7 rebounds. Dylan Stecker has signed to go play football with the University of Iowa. Ethan is going to the Iowa State University. And the fifth starter is the point guard, Wesley Walls, a 6-foot junior, averaging 15.9 points per game, 3 rebounds a game, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And Wesley is going to have to play a big game tonight against this outstanding backcourt from the Knights. The head coach for Spirit Lake is Coach Paul Brown. As Spirit Lake gets ready for this basketball game here tonight. And Rob, as we said, these matchups, Spirit Lake a little bit bigger, possibly the Knights a little bit quicker.
Yeah, it's you look at the size, and it just kind of depends on how everything's play out. And we talk about this a lot, how physical officials let this game get. Of course, that's in favor of the Stecker boys by far, as we've seen them a number of times. But just an all-around great game. Coaches are going to play some chess matches and hit the right spots at the right times, and quite a game we do have on hand at Metro Sports.
We do have an outstanding official crew, as you said. Our good friend from Sioux City, big-time Slaughter. We saw him do an excellent job last night in a very physical East High versus Des Moines Roosevelt game. He'll have this game tonight. He lets them play basketball, so it'll be fun to see as these teams go on. Tonight's basketball game is presented by Central Bank with 3 locations in Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Des Moines, and Spirit Lake. Central Bank, anytime phone access to your accounts. A family-owned business that is focused on you, and they have been making it happen since 1877. And talk about making things happen in these Substate games. How teams come out, are they too tight to play? Are they relaxed? Makes a big difference, Rob.
Yeah, with the experience, but you got experience up and down the lineup on both these teams. So you're looking for this will be just an all-around good basketball game.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, your national anthem. In front of a jam-packed gymnasium here in Sheldon, these two teams will get set to play. They've had some common opponents. You really can't go by the scores, though Unity Christian has played a very difficult schedule. Western Christian, MOC popping up on there. But conversely, Spirit Lakes hasn't been too easy, as you would say either, Rob.
No, you're battle-tested at this late in the season. Of course, these teams expected to have a real good basketball season, and both teams have. Hate to see one of them go home and not get to the well.
Indeed, Class 2A always such a difficult to get to state, and certainly difficult to win state. 477 three-pointers put up by this Unity Christian basketball team, but they've made 186. And for you mathematicians out there, that's 40%. That's pretty darn good.
That's pretty sweet shooting.
Tip control will be slapped out of bounds to start it out, and they'll go the other way for Unity, who will be in their home white with the blue trim. And most of them wearing some pretty fancy blue sneakers. And the Indians will be in their travel black with the red numerals and trim. Opening possession for both basketball teams. We'll see how things go. Here's Big Jackson Vogel doing a little handback series with Dylan Boutsma. You got to watch out for him. Long three put up, off, no good by Braden Boutsma. Rebound pulled off by the ever-present Wesley Walls, who does just about everything, does the outstanding junior point guard for the Indians. Man-to-man for the Unity Christian. Playing way off Caden Lunt. They're going to let Cade shoot the ball. He passes it over, long three, put up and knocking that in is Dylan Stecker. And Dylan, a 35% three-point shooter. We're not surprised by that. We've seen him play all year.
No, he doesn't hesitate. He finds a hole, wide open on the window, drop it in.
Drive in by Boutsma. Ball stolen away by Sam Hendrickson. Sam has really turned on his game, had an outstanding football season, and has turned around and had a nice senior season. Caden Lunt trying to get inside, using that size, goes up and scores. Caden Lunt, the all-state football player, makes it 5-0. Early lead for Spirit Lake. They don't look rattled. Long three put up by Bausma, no good. Tying up for the rebound is Ethan Stecker, averaging 7 rebounds a game. Here comes Wesley Walls. Walls turning it on. It's a little too deep. Tried to draw the foul. No call. And here comes the Knights. Coach Paul Brown pointing out assignments. Long three put up by Jackson Vogel. Rims out. No good. Tough break there. Ball picked up by Dylan Stecker. Goes inside. Up. No good. Dylan picks up the rebound and scores. 7-0 the Indians. And their crowd is going crazy as they come up off their bench and look at them roll. Very loud here in Sheldon. Wesley Walls creating problems and gets a tough call out 45 feet away from the basket, and Coach Paul Brown didn't want him to ruin the momentum. Tough call on Wesley, side out of bounds for Unity, and that settles everyone down just a bit.
A little bit of a breather there, but Wesley was going to be aggressive, and had he poked that away, look out.
Bausma, the 6'1 guard, averaging 10.9. They swing over to Dylan. Bausma, the junior, averaging 17. He steps through, and Sam Hendrickson, using that size, stopped him from stepping through, knocks the ball out of bounds. 21 seconds on the shot clock. And the Knights looking for their first basket, trailing 7-0. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports TV. One of our sports exclusive. Nice pass inside. Vogel steps through, scores. The big fella got inside there, averaging 10 points a game. And he scores the first basket for the Knights. So they have their first tallies. And we'll see what the Indians can do offensively. Hendrickson, high post to Dylan Stecker. Dylan's going to shoot another jumper. That's off, no good. Rebound pulled off by the Knights. Here comes Brandon Bozeman. He tries to force it up, and Sam Hendrickson is used to playing that deep free safety. Was over there to knock that one out of bounds. The Knights like to push it up just like that. As will the Indians as well. So we're expecting a fun, high-scoring game, and so far they have not disappointed. Here's Braden Bozeman. He swings it over to Traven Van Beek, who's going to let one fly. Too hard off the rim. And dominating the board so far are the Indians.
Yeah, and mainly the Steckers down there just going up and raping them down.
They're 6'5", and they're going to go for a lob in here to Ethan. He's going to try to back in against three. Goes to Caden Lunt. Off to Dylan. Another three by Dylan. This one's off, no good. And Coach Brown would like to see this big fella maybe put the ball on the floor and go to the basket on that, but he hit one earlier, so why not?
Yeah, if you got that first one to go, sometimes you feel that tempo, and just probably got a little deep in the corner. I think it would be more effective to be up more up on the elbow.
J.D. Snyder, 6'1" senior, another good football player, checks in. J.D. has played extremely well the last couple of weeks, so number 24 is going to go in. There's a drive, Bausman's little fader, no good. And again, the Stecker boys, Ethan, has the rebound. Coach Brown puts up his fist, wants to run a little play. This time, tempted backdoor, not there. And unfortunate right there. It's Sam Hendrickson and Wesley Walls ran into each other as J.D. Snyder picked up his dribble in no man's land, and that causes more turnovers than what you think.
Yeah, just take that one dribble, and then you lock yourself in once you pick that up. It takes away a lot of opportunity.
Braden Harskamp has checked in, the 6'4" junior, averaging 5 rebounds a game. So Coach Cody Hartsmith says, we got to get some rebounds, and puts in big boy. There's a drive in. Sam Hendrickson again with some great defense. Ball kicked around, picked up by Wesley Walls. As Keegan Winterfield, the outstanding sophomore shooter for the Knights, averaging 10 points a game, loses it off his foot. There's Ethan Stecker in the corner. Walls drives, kicks, and they throw the ball away again. Back-to-back turnovers by the Indians, but outstanding defense by the Knights.
Yeah, it's good defense there. J.D. Snyder came across the lane, thought the pass was going to the backside. It was actually meant to be to him, but just let it a little high.
So after a red-hot start, we're still sitting at 7-2 here with 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. Drive in, Winterfield looks, goes to Bausma, nice pass inside to Dylan Bausma, who made a terrific catch and laid it in. It was 7-4. So 4 consecutive points by the Knights. Snyder to Hendrickson. His three is good. Sam Hendrickson knocks this one in. The last game we did against Rock Valley with Spirit Lake, he was 4 for 4 from the three-point line, and he hits that one.
There's a big shot there as he got the momentum back in Spirit Lake's way.
Indians are reciprocating the fine man-to-man defense as they cut things off. Bausman's off too long, and a big rebound by Dylan Stecker. How do you do on that? That was big time, Rob.
Went up, pulled it down with one hand, got his paw on it, and ripped it back.
See why he caught 19. Drive in on the back pass. Discontinued dribble layup by J.D. Snyder. Coach Cordy Harksman didn't think it was, but I think it was the right call. Ball was somewhat deflected. Nice spin move by Keegan Winterfield, the sophomore. And that was an outstanding move right there. 12-6. Winterfield is a prolific scorer coming off that bench.
The name Winterfield scores a lot.
Long three by Hendrickson. This one's off. Going up for it is Dylan Stecker. Can't handle this, and better not hang on because the Knights will take it the distance. Missing the lay-in was Thijs Van Donji, and then makes the habitual frustration foul.
Yeah, on this end, Dylan Stecker thought the ball was going out of bounds, kind of gave up on it. Next thing you know, the Knights are down on the other end, laying it off the glass at the last second.
12-6 is your score. And here comes the Indians. This game is living up to its billing early. Both teams outstanding. They swing it around, top of the key. Checking into the game is Cooper Winkle, the senior. And Cooper, speaking of habitual turnovers, anytime you go up with a jump pass, it's pretty much a turnover, and usually a basket on the other end. So Cooper a little nervous. Here's Vogel driving in, tries to go up strong. They're going to get a foul from the outside official. Foul called on Cade Lunt. Good battle inside. The versatility of Caden Lunt is outstanding. He can guard post players like that. Did a nice job defensively, but also guard wing players as well.
Yeah, he dropped that baseline, step to the baseline and go up off glass. He was able to draw contact there, but pretty solid defense right from the start.
Both coaches getting some players in and out. Cooper Winkle's going to come out and just calm down a little bit. It's tough to play, Rob. Both of us played back way in the day. Substate games, we know how it is. It's a whole different feel.
Oh yeah, you feel like, especially in the confined quarters like this, it's it seems like the fans are right in your ear, and it takes a lot of emotion.
1 minute to go, first quarter. Indians have led throughout. Lead 12-7. Wesley Walls tries to force one up again. No good. Rebound, J.D. Snyder. He can't hit. Battle for it. Both teams going after it. We got a jump ball. And as we mentioned, these officials will let them play. We like to see that. And the ball will stay here with the Indians. J.D. slapping himself. Had a chance for a putback. Couldn't get it. But Substate games not only are loud, but it's contested in that lane.
Oh, and contentious right from the start there. You get in there and they're coming like wolves right at you. You got to get it up quick.
Little screen for the shooter play. Wesley Walls. Like to see Wesley. He's going to let one fly. Can't hit. And got a foul that time on Dylan Stecker.
A nice box out there by Vogel on Stecker, which you're going to have to do because Dylan Stecker has a nose for the ball. He's going to find it.
Bennett Stecker, 6'4" sophomore, kid brother of Dylan and Ethan, and we know he's battle tested probably from every driveway basketball game they probably ever had. Little brother taking the blunt of those blows. He checks in, and he has played well lately too.
Probably spent some time with some bruises from Nerf hoops basketball.
Indeed. 12-7 is your score. Bringing the ball up is Van Beek. Off to Van Dungy. He looks. Nothing there off to Winterfield. He drives in. Vogel been very aggressive. Scores.
Might have got away with a little shuffle of the feet there.
6 points for Jackson Vogel. 12-9. 9's your score. Unity fans on their feet. And lazy pass and fast break. Here's Bousma. Goes up. Can't score. Rebound picked up and scored by Van Downge, the sophomore. And that's a big basket to make the score 12-11 as the crowd is on their feet. What a first quarter here on Metro Sports Substate Final. The Indians lead at the end of one, 12-11. Welcome back to Metro Sports. Go to our Twitter and our Facebook page, and go to our website, metrosports.tv, for all of our scheduling and our features, game highlights, and players of the game. And remember, you can re-watch all of our games on Metro Sports TV on demand. Hope you're enjoying this one. We certainly are. 12-11 is your score. As both teams, not a lot of probing or feeling things. They just got after it from the get-go.
Oh, yeah, there's... really got going. Spirit Lake got out on a hot start there, and nice comeback by Unity there at the end of the quarter. As the coach called for that press right before that steal at half court.
And you better take care of. If you're going to make passes in this game, they better be crisp into the outside shoulder, because you get lazy, it's going back the other way. Indians come out extended 2-3 zone, so changing it up right here. Better watch the three-pointer, and they get one right away. It's off, no good. And skying up for the rebound is Dylan Stecker. Oh my! Dylan has pulled down 5 rebounds already. Here's Wesley Walls, has yet to score. Looks for the high screen. Goes off to Dylan. He's going to try to back in against Vogel. Good matchup. Goes up with the left hand. Can't hit. Spirit Lake fans want to foul. No call. Here's Brandon Boseman. He's going to call for a foul, I believe, on Wesley Walls. And that's the second on Wesley. You can ill afford foul trouble from your outstanding point guard.
Yeah, you definitely want to stay away from that third one here in the first half. You're going to need him down the stretch.
Especially with this guard attack trio from Unity Christian, the Bousmas and Winterfield. Here's Van Beek. Off to Van Dungy, the sophomore, who scored the last basket on the putback right before the quarter, and big time Slaughter is going to call a little foul there. 2 quick fouls with under a minute on the Indians, who lead 12-11. They've led throughout, jumped up 7-0. But then the Knights have battled back here early. Shooter play on out of bounds for Winterfield. And they'll have to reset the offense. Here's Vogel, top of the key. Big fella, squaring. Dylan Bousma gets inside, kicks it to Winterfield. His three is off, no good. Going up, and Winterfield with the play, bounces it off Ethan Stecker's head. Ball caught by Sam Hendrickson, and here comes the Indians. So heads up play, literally and metaphorically. Here's Lunt. Hendrickson has 1-3. Looks inside, gets the ball slapped away. Van Dungy with another steal, very quick at 6'4". Jump pass, gets away with that. Braden Bousma with a great catch. Inside to Vogel, kicking it around all over the place. Coach Brown wanted the old 3 seconds call, and instead he gets one out of bounds. And the ball go back over to the Indians.
Throwing that off Ethan Stecker's head might not be a good idea. That might wake him up, a sleeping lion. He doesn't take over this game.
Yeah. Might catch you an elbow in the lane, too. Half-court trap by Unity, handled nicely so far by the Indians. Sam Hendrickson retrieves the ball back as they're going to go with more. Caden Lunt doesn't want the shot from the short step out baseline area. Skips it over. Sam Hendrickson's three rolls in and out, no good. Another good block out. This one by Dylan Bausma, and here comes Unity with a chance to take the lead. Long three up and in. Traven Van Beek knocks this one in. Senior, only averaging 3 points a game, but that's a big three right there. 14-12, first lead of the game for Unity, who's changing defense with Wesley Walls out of the game. Has made a big difference when your pure point guard is out. That's why Wesley could ill afford 2 fouls, one 45 feet away from the basket on a reach, and one on an uncontrolled dribbler. Some 20 feet from the basket. 14-12. Indians working against a 2-3 zone. Cade Lunt going to fire it over to Dylan Stecker. Snyder. Sam Hendrickson with 2 on the shot clock, knocks it in. Sam steps up, his second three of the game, and the Indians lead. Good heads-up play by Sammy.
Yeah, he just quick shot that. He got it in his hands and launched.
he saw the shot clock, staring right at it, put it in with 5 minutes to go. Indians take the lead, and Donji goes in and scores. He is an outstanding sophomore. Boy, Winterfield and Von Donji, pair of sophomores, they're going to be good for a while. And you've got a pretty good junior in Dylan Bausman. Here's J.D. Snyder. J.D.'s going to go to a shot he thinks he can make. Good heads-up play. A little too hard, no good. And they're just going to let Lunt and Snyder just shoot. Here's a drive and up, no good. Rebound pulled off by Ethan Stecker and Downji is feeling it offensively. Just putting it in his right hand and going.
They got a little bit of life there when he went with the right hand up that side last time, so going to keep driving until they stop that.
Trying to get it inside. Here's Sam Hendrickson going to the corner. Can't hit that one. Rebound tipped around by Dylan Stecker, and it's going to go the other way. Braden Harskamp has checked back in, as has Braden Bausma for the Knights. And Keegan Winterfield, the other sophomore shooter. Checking in is Bennett Stecker for the Indians. So you have the 3 Steckers, J.D. Snyder and Sam Hendrickson. They're staying man-to-man with the Steckers patrolling inside. Drive down the baseline and scoring was Braden Bausma, the 6'2 junior, who went strong to the hole.
No hesitation there, and elevated nicely, and just a fundamental layup.
Looking to swing the ball around are the Indians. Bennett Stecker. Unity staying in that zone where they can double up the big Stecker boys while they allow everybody else the outside shot. But they may want to guard Sam Hendrickson. There's J.D. Snyder. Got a foul on the floor as grabbing a hold of Ethan Stecker down low right in front of the official. Not going to allow you to do that. As Braden Harskamp picked up the foul, 18-15. Unity leads, and another lazy pass stolen away. And one-on-one move here by Bausma. Can't hit it. Braden rebound pulled up, and Dungy, he puts it in. Tyce Van Dungy's been the name of the game so far. Timeout, Spirit Lake. Biggest lead of the night for Unity. They lead it 20-15 when we come back on Metro Sports TV.
Dreams. At South Dakota State University, we dare to dream big. From the arts to the sciences, students and faculty discover what is possible and solve complex problems, challenging ourselves to think differently and impact our world. With SDSU, reaching to the stars starts on solid ground. Experience our elevated approach to education that prepares students to walk toward their future and build something greater.
Welcome back, making it happen since 1876. 1877 is Central Bank. You can bank online 24/7. Telephone access to your Central Bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A family-owned business that is focused on you, Central Bank. 20-15, and as we thought, Wesley Walls is in, but Wesley just threw a jump pass and had the ball taken away. We've seen Wes do that a little bit this year, throwing jump passes, and you're not going to be able to do that against this team. They got bailed out as the ball slipped out of Keegan Winterland's hand as he went up for the layup, and a big miss, and the Indians will be able to start over after the timeout. There's that lob play, and that's a good one right there, and not putting the ball in as they went for the fake three-pointer by Hendrickson, and Dylan Stecker slipped in behind the old Tom Davis play. The old Gamble and Lowell House used to run that play back there. Remember the Dr. Tom days?
Yeah, he snuck in there and he just couldn't corral it up high enough and brought it back down, but he gets rewarded with two free throws.
Dylan Stecker, a 72% free throw shooter, rolls that one in. He has 6 points, including a three-pointer. Jackson Vogel has checked in. Big 6'4" senior. Dylan Stecker, he's not rattled by all this noise, goes through his routine and knocks it in. Big basket right there out of the timeout, are 2 points by the Indian. It's 20-17, 2:28 to go. Here in the first half, as Van Donge goes in and scores. I wonder if Coach Brown will go to a 2-3 zone to stop this dribble penetration.
Oh, he's going to the right side, Van Donge. You're going to have to kick him back to the left.
Ball again thrown to the inside shoulder and stolen away as Bennett Stecker. Again, just a little fundamental difference. Right here, Vogel wide open, scores. Nice pass in by Dylan Bausma, and the Unity fans are going crazy. Dylan Stecker to Walls. Need him to come up with a big shot. There's Bennett Stecker. Picks up his dribble early. Wesley for three, in and out. Rebound picked up by Ethan Stecker and scores. 24-19. Here's Van Donge. They double team. Walls with a big play. They have him on the run out, but Bennett Stecker didn't see him. And here comes Spirit Lake. Good play by Wesley Walls. Swing it over against the 2-3 zone. That's been effective so far, but we've seen a couple offensive rebounds of late by the Indians. That's a good way to beat a zone. Here's Ethan Stecker battling three players off the walls for three, and he got fouled as the Unity staff believes he did the Duke flop, but heads up play by Wesley, and he'll go to the line where he's shooting 84%. And now they're saying after the shot, Coach Brown is negotiating over there. And they're going to say, well, after the shot. Wow. Okay. So no 3 free throws attempt. This is an outstanding officiating crew. How could they not be? How many officiating crews do you see shooting hoops before the game? There's Dylan Stecker putting it on the floor. And Braden Bausma was there, jump ball, and that's going to go back over to the Indians as a tenacious defense, either man or zone. They get after you.
Now they're converging in the middle of that. Every time the ball gets inside the paint, they're dropping 3 or 4 guys down and just letting Spirit Lake keep to the outside and have that first initial look after that pass on the kick out, if they're able to get the ball out of the lane once it goes in the lane.
They are allowing some of the Indian players just to shoot all you want. And J.D. Snyder took a traveled right there. Caden Lunt's going to come in for J.D. He's going to come in for Wesley Walls with 40 seconds to go. Good substitution right here. But you got to be careful going into if we saw it last night during the East Des Moines Roosevelt game, when your point guard goes to sit down, it can change some possessions real quickly. So a gamble here but a good one And you'll see Van Donji for three, misses that one. Ball slapped outside, he picks it up, wide open underneath his bounce, goes up, deflected, picks it up, scores.
A nice block by Stecker there, but nobody helped him out.
26-19, Indians will have to be very careful with the basketball right here. They come up high as the bench for Unity is say, pressure. Sam Hendrickson into Dylan Stecker, who can't get it in for three. Nice step through, up and under. Kevin McHale move and couldn't get that one in with 6.2 to go. And he'll go to the line. That was a big possession. Could not turn that ball over.
Three-point play there would have been huge as well, but did get some good look there as they did get it down on a low block and a nice spin move down to the baseline side.
2 for 2 from the line, knocks that one in. He's 3 for 3. Is Dylan Stecker. He has 8 points. And it's 26-20. Indians plenty of time for Unity to get a good shot right here. And if you play too much of the three-pointer, they'll drive it right to the basket. Second one up and off, no good, deflected around. Caden Lund is riding Van Donji. Here's Bausma, step through, that does not count. Good defense by the Indians as we go to the break with your score. The Unity Christian Knights 20-6, Spirit Lake Indians 20. We'll be back with more on Metro Sports TV, Substate action. Quite a game so far.
The thermometer drops or the snow falls, you better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it. Like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Romanian Christian Dimitru ate 200 pounds of pizza in a week.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times gather.
Finding a place to belong is everything. It's where you can make a difference, where you're heard, where you have a team that supports you and the benefits you deserve. At Avera, you can find that place. You belong at Avera. Apply today. Avera.org/careers.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Welcome back to Metro Sports TV as we have a great game, the Substate game, Class 2A Substate matchup here in Sheldon, Iowa. Going to do a little bit of the rundown of the scoring as Pat Schultz steps down, and he's going to do a couple interviews with some of the Spirit Lake girls as they get ready to head to the state tournament themselves, and the boys trying to do their part as well. Indians trail Unity Christian Knights by 6, 26-20 here at the half. For Unity Christian Knights, number 2, Dylan Bosma with 4, Braden Bosma with 2, Keegan Winterfield with 2, Traven Van Beek with 3, Tice Van Dongji with 8, and Jackson Vogel with 7 to round up their 26 points. Somewhat of a lower scoring first half, what we've been used to seeing at Metro Sports TV, but it's usually how it goes. Things will ramp up here in the second quarter as both coaching staffs will go in and make some adjustments and come out with a little more firepower in the second half. And of course, everybody had to settle down and get into this environment. For the Indians, Sam Henriksen has 6. 2 big triples, I do believe. Caden Lunt with 2. Dylan Stecker, a workhorse on the glass. He has 8 points to go with 9 rebounds. Ethan Stecker with 2 points. And J.D. Snyder with 2. For the 20 for the Indians. So we're gonna take another break, catch our breath, get a little drink to catch up on the vocal cords. Be back at Metro Sports TV with the exciting second half Substate basketball. Who's going to the well?
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled high with Italian-style meats and provolone. Hey to you too, hand-sliced veggies. Oil and vinegar. Oregano and basil, nice to see ya. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yes. Should I see someone about that? Probably. Jimmy John's, order online or on the app.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications, looking ahead.
When the thermometer drops or the snow falls, you better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it. Like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
If you want it spit polished and shiny like new, take your rig to C60 Detail. Bumper to bumper, side to side, top to bottom, and in and out. C60 works on everything. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, semis, and even farm equipment. You name it, they can do it. Your satisfaction is in the details. C60 Detail, just east of Hinton on C60.
There's nothing like small-town Iowa. There's something about the people, the community, the values. That's why we call Northwest Iowa home. We're here for our community. We're here to build a better tomorrow. We continue to provide personalized service and innovative products to help achieve your financial goals and dreams. At Iowa State Bank, we're your neighbor, your friend, your trusted bank.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers You Pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's You Pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Pat Schultz, Rob Maynard, back to you. It's just visiting with Coach Todd Rogers and his outstanding girls team as we grab some interviews that we'll be seeing on KCAU tomorrow night. I believe it is tomorrow, Sunday, where we've been doing so many games, Rob, I've kind of lost track of time. This basketball game, Indians started off very well. Unity went to a little bit of a zone, slowed things down, came and scored on some dribble penetration. 26-20. What are the keys for the Indians to get out of here with a win?
Well, I think they're going to have to effectuate on the offensive side. My personal opinion is to bring the high-low post. They've been working the Steckers both on the low blocks on the opposite side. I would like to see a little more high-low dip down, and you can run Caden Lunt in on that other low block and work that way, or Caden goes to the high post and then dump down. But they haven't been bringing that ball to the high post very effectively. I think that's something they're going to have to do, because no doubt in my mind Unity's going to stay in the zone after the success they had there in the first half.
And it's an aggressive zone with Dylan Bausma, Braden Bausma, Keegan Winterfield out there. It'll be Unity's ball as they'll go left to right on your screen in their home whites with the Carolina blue trim in front of this huge crowd. Here's Sheldon. There's no seats to be had here. Took us forever to go find a place in the interview, as the Indians will start out in their travel black with the red trim. Here's Van Dungy, who has just been absolutely outstanding. Vogel's been has done very well too. Picks up his dribble, goes off to Braden Bausma. He drives in, blocked away by Ethan Stecker, but picked up in the same mode. Dylan Stecker with the block, but Bausma grabs it in air and scores. Athletic play right there. Still that extended 2-3 zone. Here's Walls getting in the middle. They have really put the clamps on Wesley. His three is up, and it rattles off. No good. Good rebound. Pulled up by Dylan Stecker, and Coach Brown wanted to continue on there. He wanted Dylan to go up there. But that's one thing we've seen against this 2-3 zone. You can get offensive rebounds.
Yeah, it's one thing you can do, but you're going to have to get some of those shots to fall from the outside.
There's Walls on the shooter play, and they got it. Wesley Walls knocks in a big shot right there, averaging 15, almost 40% from the three-point line. Maybe that'll get him going. 28-23. Vogel steps in, puts it to Van Dungy, who's going to be fouled that time by Caden Lunn, as Cade got caught behind Van Dungy, and Coach Brown tells him to move over, get in the middle of the lane.
Hey, you got to slide your hip into that area and make him come through you to get there. He just waltzed right through the lane, wide open.
Van Dungy goes up the line, a 60% free throw shooter, just a sophomore. He has been outstanding tonight.
He plays the game a little older than his age.
Certainly does. And it looks like he has some room to grow with those long arms. Back in the 2-3 goes Unity, 30-27, matching the biggest lead of the night for the Knights. Sam Hendrickson, who hit a couple of big threes. There's your middle of the zone right there, and going in and still not being able to convert that. And one was Dylan Stecker, and Rob, there was your call. They got it to the middle of the zone.
Yeah, and Dylan slid up there to play that high post area, and the thing that I didn't see, though, was once he caught that and went to his left side, he need that drop down from one on the backside, on the right side, so that takes some pressure off of Dylan and Ethan Stecker as he was on the left side. Get that backside open. That's usually what's open on that pass.
First miss of the night from the free throw line for Dylan Stecker. That one rolls off. And that one rattles in and out. Opportunity missed by the Indians. That sideline break. Bausma for three. Got it. Dylan Bausma, the junior, knocks that one in. This team shoots 40% on the season from the three-point line. Did not do that in the first half, but they're always dangerous. 10-point lead. Caden Lunt, Hendrickson in the corner. A harassing zone defense. Hendrickson puts it on the floor. Off to Dylan Stecker. He's trying to get in there somehow. Again, good defense. 7 on the shot clock. Walls for 3. Off, no good. Another great defensive series by the Knights.
Excellent defense there. They just stopped Stecker. I mean, they ran two at him and it made him give up the basketball.
Adonji ball knocked away by Sam Hendrickson. Deflected, so no over and back. Good hustle by Trevin Van Beek, who had a big three-pointer in the first half to get the Knights rolling. Shot clock down to 5. Bausma got it. 13-point lead. Back-to-back threes by Dylan Bausma. Timeout, Spirit Lake. 5:14 to go. Time to rally the troops. We'll be back right after this.
To go to Bob Rose for Sports, the emergency meeting.
Hey boss, I've got a meeting with Tito, Jose, and Jack.
Excuse number 24, the overworked mom.
I've got like 5 stops to make. I'm just gonna wing it.
Excuse number 42, the sick kid.
Sorry boss, my kid's sick today.
The best pizza, the best chicken, and the best wings are at Bob Rose Point After and Bob Rose North End Zone.
Welcome back to Metro Sports TV. Please go to our Twitter and our Facebook page and our website, Metro Sports TV, for all of our scheduling. Nothing on the schedule, Rob. I think you're pretty happy after 80-some basketball games. I think you did most of those, but it's been quite a winter, and appreciate all the views and all the kind words and whatnot as Metro Sports. Some changes coming next year, and I know the staff doesn't like when I say this, but we're expanding, and we're expanding in a big way. Stay tuned for a lot of news coming from Metro Sports as we appreciate all the luck that we've ever had here, Rob. 36-23. Speaking of luck, the Indians need a little bit here. Driving in, off, no good by Dylan Stecker. Knocked away. Caden Lunt picks it up. Back to Dylan. He's going to go in and score. There's the end one finally. Meanwhile, the Unity bench is up. Say, how many guys does Dylan need to knock down? But that was just pure effort right there.
Yeah, I mean, he knocked down a couple, but he decided they weren't going to call it very tight after he missed that first shot, and they went after it, him and Ethan Stecker. Was able to get the ball back from Lunt and power moved it in.
Dylan at the line, and it rolls out. 3 misses in a row from the free throw line. That does not help. Bausma has the ball kicked. Back-to-back threes by Dylan Bausma has gotten this game to a double-digit deficit for the Indians, who are not out of it by any means. 36-25, third quarter action. Joining us on Metro Sports, Winterfield, the sophomore, probes. Here's Bausma. He can put it up in a hurry, as we've seen. Vogel backs down, has the advantage on Walls, and scores. Good court awareness by the Knights right there. Saw the mismatch. We're patient. Here's Caden Lunt. Hendrickson. Caden's got to hit a shot here at some time. Walls steps into a three. Leaves it short, no good. Rebound Vogel. Fast break Knights. Coming through is Winterfield, and he traveled that time. Took a little stutter step. They'll let you have the Euro step, but they won't let you have the Asia Minor step, if you will.
His knee kind of locked up there. It looked like when he went for the Euro, and it just didn't finish right.
38-25, 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Lunt to Walls. Goes baseline, goes up, wanted the foul, nothing called. Picked up by Ethan Stecker. He goes to brother Dylan, who's going to go through, and they're going to call something on the floor.
The Steckers have made a point of urgency right here. You can tell they're playing a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side of the ball here. They really want to turn up the physicality on the offensive end, so see them to exert themselves once they have the ball.
13-point lead for Unity. Winner goes to the state tournament, and a jam-packed Class 2A. Boy, there's a lot of good teams in 2A.
I see West Lyon, I believe, was up like 62-31 or something like that.
Holy smokes. Carroll Kemper, of course, Western Christian. These two teams, and all goes out of bounds. Another careless turnover by the Indians. He's had a few right there. You have to be sharp in these games and cannot make careless turnovers, especially when you trail. Big defensive stop here for the Indians. Long three is off, no good. Rebound picked up by Dylan Stecker, and look out. And he goes in and scores. Wise move by the sophomore, Keegan Winterfield. Says, I'm not going to take a charge. Maybe next year when I have another 25 pounds.
You won't see Dylan Stecker coming at him next year.
But Vogel tries to go in and reaching and fouling is Ethan Stecker. Had Ethan just kept his hands up, I don't think there would have been a foul, but he reached in. And Jackson Vogel will go to the line. Vogel has played quite well today. 66% free throw shooter on the season. That's that one in. Back to a 12-point lead. Biggest lead has been 13. Second one rolls off, and there's a push from behind as
good call there.
As Van Dungy made a shove on Dylan Stecker, who just pulled down his 13th rebound of the game. Goodness. What an athlete.
Dylan right there would have cleared that right away, but that's a free throws coming up for Dylan Stecker.
Oh, that is fifth foul.
Might be able to knock these down.
Let's get it rolling here from the free throw line. So 5 fouls, and there goes you get that bonus, and hopefully that rule disappears sometime soon.
3:17 to go here in the quarter, and Spirit Lake needs to take advantage.
Officials getting together and
got to be sure that the foul marks are right, or didn't seem like that was five fouls.
Tell you what, we're here setting up, and this officiating crew was out shooting threes. They could shoot it. Of course, big time, he just wanted to get in the paint and shoot layups, but the other two were just draining everything. Good crew here tonight. So Dylan Stecker with 2 big free throws here. Struggling from the line here in the quarter, but knocks that one in. Keeping the Indians around, you just never know. Couple threes, couple turnovers and runouts. Got yourself a basketball game. Second one up, and that was off on the side, and a foul is going to be called on Ethan Stecker. And as you said, the Stecker boys, they're going to go down fighting. There's no doubt about that. Great competitors.
Well, that time, I don't know, just got tangled up down there, but Ethan Stecker ended up on the ground, which is not a familiar sight.
Yeah, they've taken away the free throw games that you used to be able to play. Remember that? You could go screen people as soon as the shot went up. They took that stuff away a long time ago. Here's Bausma's 2 threes, tries a lob inside. Great defense that time. And Sam Hendrickson comes up with the weak side steal. And Wesley Walls brings it up. Here's Cade Lunt. Cade has been reluctant to shoot it. Hendrickson drives and tries to dump it off to J.D. Snyder. Normally, it's one of the Stecker boys down there, and I think if Sam had to do that one over, probably would put her up.
Yeah, Snyder needed to cut to the hole a little bit quicker there and didn't do it, and might be just the reason why.
Shooter play out of bounds. Walls has a look. That one rims out. Snyder keeps it alive. Here's Dylan Stecker going up, gets hammered, no call. And rebound pulled off by Trevin Van Beek on the run. Shot up, and Winterfield hits it. Sophomore can really shoot it. And he had a Jerry West type form shot right there. Good looking jump shot.
It's a little teardrop there, but you can tell he's comfortable from in that mid-range jumpers.
41-28. Unity's going to be awfully good next year too. 2 minutes to go. Walls penetrates. Foul called, much to the chagrin of the Unity bench. They're standing like their student body, and Coach Corby, Arts Campus, saying, "Gotta be kidding me." But Wesley's going to the line.
He's not finding the range from the outside there. It was a good pump fake and drive hard the hole.
84% free throw shooter, knocks that one in. Good to see his daddy John before the game. Former teammate of mine. We had the agony of losing a couple of Substate games. That one's off no good, but Dylan Stecker again pulls off his 14th rebound. So a chance for three here. Walls forces it, nothing. And here comes the Knights. So impressed by their pressure defense in a 2-3 zone. Don't see that much. Winterset goes through. Off to Braden Bausma. Back to Winterset, being very aggressive. There's that good looking jump shot of his.
He likes that, I'm saying, mid-range form. He goes up, elevates, and shoots it right at the top of his jumper.
These three guards are outstanding. Another foul called way outside, so the Indians will have a chance for 2 free throws here. Sam Hendrickson goes to the line. Sam only a 60% free throw shooter, so he needs to knock these 2 in. And gets the roll. March Madness is upon us. It's March 1st. Girls State Tournament starts this week. ELC and Cherokee play on Monday. Spirit Lake and Dubuque Wallet play on Tuesday. Girls were fired up. Outstanding job by the Spirit Lake girls. Faith Wild, Abby Scott, Claire Turner, Coach Rogers. Outstanding interviews that you could see on KCIU. 43-31, big turnover there with 1:09 to go. And the Indians keep hanging around, and things can get real tight in a Substate fourth quarter, as we well know, Rob. We've seen a few of those.
Yeah, you'd like to get it in there right at 10 or less here before the break.
1 minute to go. Hendrickson in the corner. Lunt to Hendrickson. Sam's big three, and it's off too long.
That would have been a big shot there if he would have knocked that down.
Winterfield, who has played very well in the third quarter, makes a play. Vogel drives in. Good defense that time by Ethan Stecker. Bausma comes in and foul that time on Dylan Stecker. And going to the line will be Braden Bausma. Only a 55% free throw shooter. Knocks this one in. Strange, this team shoots 40% from the three-point line, but only 64% from the free throw line.
I'm sure they practice a few more threes than they do free throws.
I think anytime you shoot 40% from the three-point line, it all evens out. That's a darn good percentage. But he makes both of those, and it's a 14-point lead for Unity. And they'll go back to the line. Sam Hendrickson with 34 seconds, so you just have to have the right angle and the right timing to make passes against this Unity basketball team. Looking at their resume, 1 point loss to Western. They go good by Sam. He defeated a good MOC team soundly. Defeated Sioux Center, who plays good basketball. It's a good team. 45-32. Sam hits them Both seniors played well tonight. Sam Hendrickson, what a senior season he's had. Great football season for Coach Beloit. Outstanding basketball season for Coach Brown. They swing it around and want to go with the last shot and be wary of the drive, kicking three here, Rob.
Yeah, getting Winterfield in that short-range jumper would be.
They're setting some up for their sophomore shooter. And here's your dribble drive kick out. Oh, they go back door. Nice read that time. They got fouled with 1 second to go in the quarter. Big play right here.
2 free throws, cut it to 10. Pat.
Dylan Stecker read the back door beautifully. We have a great view. What athletic ability to recover like he did there. And Dylan will go to the line. Five out of 9. A couple of big ones right here. And that one's off. No good. They shot free throws very well throughout the year. And misses them both here. And that's going to end the quarter with your score. The Unity Christian Knights lead it 45-33. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on Metro Sports TV.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flay-Hardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
See highlights of tonight's game on KCAU Sports Zone at 10 o'clock with Anthony Mitchell. All of our featured schools are featured on our good partners, KCAU. Big possession right here to start the fourth quarter for the Indians. And unfortunately, they turn it over. And Bausma goes up to dunk it, scores, and then fouled. A big drive and score right there as Braden Bausma goes in, as you see it on our Vance Thompson instant replay. Went up to dunk it, about to roll, and you see this big crowd from Unity Christian. Thank you to Vance Thompson Vision for our instant replay. 3-point the conventional way, and that's a tough break to start the fourth quarter as the Indians had 2 free throws at the very end in the basketball and end up trailing 3-0, and Sam Hendrickson gets stuck and throws the ball out of bounds. And the story tonight has been the pressure defense of Unity.
And now Spirit Lake's going to have to turn up the pressure.
And Vogel gets wide open, gets fouled, and almost puts in another conventional 3. The Indians jumped out 7-0 to start the game. Had the house coming down 12-11 after 1. Trailed by 6 at halftime. And then outscored 19-12 in the third quarter.
We bumped up the press there, but letting that pass go from the half court all the way down to the opposite low block. And nobody dropped back on the backside.
Jason Vogel is having a big night for the Knights. They lead it by 17, their largest lead right here. Sam Hendrickson. Cade needs this one, goes in and can't get it. Dylan Stecker has it, goes up, is fouled. Say on the floor. He may be on his way to 20 rebounds, Rob. That's 15.
Need a
Stecker.
big offensive possession here. They got to score on this one.
Try the shooter play with Wesley Walls, but Bausma saw that come in, tried the lob. Ball taken away by Dylan Bausma. They're going to spread it out a little bit as the Unity staff is moving their arms around. They're going to start milking a little bit of clock. Long three by Bausma's no good. Knocked out of bounds, good hustle, but it's going to go the other way by Braden Bausma, who shows he is quite an athlete, pulling up on that dunk against Dylan Stecker, and then go like a triple jump to try to save that one. 17-point lead. Indians running out of possession, and another turnover. A legal screen by Sam Hendrickson, and now you're just trying just a tad too hard to make things happen. The stifling defense of Unity has been something else. They handle the press well. Braden Bausma knocks in a three. These guards are terrific. 20-point lead. There's Ethan Stecker. Can't hit. Gets his own rebound. Tries to square up and is fouled. And the lid is on the basket for the Indians.
Yeah, it's not a good time to hit a drought streak here at the end of the third quarter and beginning of the fourth for the Indians. It's just one of those things you're starting to tighten up a little bit. These big games when you're down.
Ethan Stecker misses that. 57% free throw shooter, and free throws and turnovers have marred the efforts of the Indians tonight. And that one rolls out no good. Vogel picks up his 7th rebound of the game, and on the run come the Knights as they're going to spread you out and look out. Keegan Winterfield has checked in, or excuse me, Trevin Van Beek has checked in. Winterfield had a big third quarter for the Knights as Wesley Walls applying some pressure out front. Then Dungey goes in, ball knocked away by Walls, picked up by Caden Lunt, who was fouled. Good hedge that time by Wesley Walls. He's trying to create things.
I'm feeling a little bit of that pressure where you really get moving. That's foul number 4 on Dungey there. That's a big foul.
The 6-foot sophomore has been terrific tonight. Got a run of 6 consecutive points midway through the second quarter. Fire the ball, it's deflected and goes out of bounds. And another turnover by the Indians. Coach Brown is going to try to regroup his troops. Down 20, 5:27 to go, fourth quarter. This is Metro Sports TV.
To land every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
And this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Watch highlights of tonight's game and all of our featured schools highlights on Sports Zone 1020 with Anthony Mitchell. Just got a text from Anthony. A couple of scores in as Les Lyon wins 80-45 against Manson Northwest.
Manson Northwest Webster.
Oh boy, that's a pretty good bracket. West Lyon got in, but pretty good basketball team.
I was going to say West Lyon's.
They're pretty good.
Pretty solid team inside itself. So
a lot of good. Carroll Kemper, Western Christian, West Lyon.
Yeah, this Class 2A loaded at the top, inside the top 10.
Our good friend Lauren DeYoung, Substate game tomorrow. He looks for another trip to the state tournament. Picked up his 600th win. Laura and I used to guard each other in high school. Remember that? I don't remember that.
Lauren will be favored to get to state tomorrow.
Trap called, timeout called as Coach Arkskamp comes running over to get that one. And yeah, a lot of good Substate, Class 3A. We'll go on Class 4A. East High will visit Northwest Waukee on Tuesday. We still don't know about Metro Sports, and it's down in West Des Moines. And I'm going to have to do a lot of begging to get some of my staff down there. I haven't asked enough of you this year, have I?
What's another 400-mile trip?
We've been all over this year. Next year, Metro Sports TV.
Hey, well, Learjet next year.
yeah, we need one. We'll be expanding again. Hope to continue to do Spirit Lake athletics. As what a year we've had, the football playoffs, outstanding. And the girls make it at the state. Inbound play, Bausma. Been quiet for a while. They go with the quick shooter play rather than run him off the screen. Just ran him over, and he hits his 5th three-pointer of the game. He has a great release, too. There's Caden Lunt. He goes inside, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled off by Braden Hartzma. Indians trying to apply some pressure with 4:40 to go. Down 23, and we got a travel call that time. And again, Ethan Stecker with a pressure at 6'5". Boy, they are very extremely mobile, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just
no wonder they're Division I football players.
Absolutely, it's just an athletic move.
Big, strong, and fast. Stepping in, Dillon puts it up, off, no good. Again, good defense, taking them just a little bit, 1 foot out of their range. Dylan Bausma surveying with this big lead. They can take their time. 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time. They run off Dillon on a double stagger. Kick it off to Van Beek, and why not? He's put up 2 threes tonight and knocked them home. 40% three-point shooting team, and that's 477 attempts. If they shoot like this down at the well, look out. They can beat anybody.
I'll tell you what, see the Western Christian Wolfpack boys in here watching this one. And
well, there's Coach Keitzer.
That'll be a tough out. Will be Unity Christian. There's no doubt about it.
We've seen some very good 2A teams. Saw Kemper earlier this year. We're very impressed. Seen Western Christian a couple times. Winterfield puts it up, scores. I could watch him shoot jump shots all day. This classic form. And this one has gotten way out of hand here as the Indians only trailed by 6 at half. 12 at the quarter, and
just unable to get an offensive flow going here in the second half, but that's all related to the great defense of Unity Christian.
Unofficially, 22 turnovers for the Indians tonight, and that's a tribute of pretty good defense from what I've seen. These guys are tenacious.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of an underrated defensive squad are the Knights of Unity Christian.
Free throw rolls in, and it's good by Dylan Bausma, who has just been outstanding tonight.
Well, I tell you what, the big threes here in the start of the second half really spread the gap by Bausma.
Shooter's touch there, and it's 63-33. Hendrickson for 3, and Sammy knocks that one in. His 3rd three-pointer of the night. Looked very comfortable doing that. There's a steal by Sam Hendrickson, but deflected back. Picked up by the Knights, who, with these good guards, you're able to spread it out a little bit and use their athletic ability and let them create like that. Drive down the baseline, and fouled by Ethan Stecker. And If you're going baseline against the Stecker boys, you better be prepared.
Well, you're not going to get an easy look. There's no doubt about it. They step in there, and if they happen to be just a little bit out of position with Ethan Wood there, he's just going to swing down and make you earn it from the charity stripe.
Remind me of the Pistons back with the early 90s, late 80s, the bad boys.
Yeah, I like watching those guys.
You went inside there, and
Lambeer would put you on your butt.
They take your lunch money. Second one's up and good. Outstanding free throw shooting by Unity tonight has made a big difference as Wesley Wall is going to let one fly. Wesley has been off. Rebound pulled off by Jonah DeYoung. It's checked in. They want him to let her fly, but Jonah says, oh, let me slow it down a little bit. Big time Slaughter said he'll be down at the state tournament both this week for the girls and next week for the boys. Always good to see him down there. Spirit Lake girls Tuesday night against Dubuque Wahlert. ELC with Haley Stokes. They'll be playing Cherokee for the third time this year. Both those games have been very close. And they'll be battling Tuesday night at the state tournament. 3 Lakes Conference teams made it to the state tournament. You sure you want to get rid of that conference?
Yeah. We got some pretty good basketball, and wherever conference they're going to join now is going to bring in some pretty tough competition.
Well, they're all joining the Siouxland. If they just add Emmitsburg, you'd have the old Lakes Conference. I can't quite figure that one out.
I haven't figured that out myself.
Winterfield, a rare miss by this sweet shooter. This sophomore has been terrific.
Maybe it's the television rights. That, did they hire Metro for all those games?
Don't get into that. After spending 3 days in Fargo talking about television rights, that's enough for me. So Metro Sports TV. So a lot of big changes in the positive manner for Metro Sports next year. As a big round of applause for the Unity Christian Knights, who put on a spectacular display of basketball. Outstanding team. Subs in, turnaround jump shot, nice shot by Cooper Winkle. We've seen Cooper play well this year. Outstanding athlete, can jump, leap, and puts that one in. As the score doesn't quite indicate how competitive the game was. It does indicate how well Unity played.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding defensive effort by Unity Christian, and continued there at the second half. They just upped the game. They got real aggressive, and of course knocked down the shots, especially from the outside.
And timely shooting. Oh boy, stepping up and trying to get in there is Bennett Stecker, as Bennett's going to play a big part in the team next year, just a sophomore. Wesley Wall's coming back. And our little friend Ty Higgins, the outstanding kick returner football player. Looking forward to seeing that little strong guy play both football and basketball.
A little lightning bolt out of the jar there last year, this past season in football. Holy cow.
Saw his parents before the game. Always good to see them. And hopefully we'll be on to show Spirit Lake athletics next year. Well, they can't beat this year with a deep run in the championship game. Outstanding Substate boys basketball team and the state girls basketball team. Spirit Lake really got it going on. Thank you to Dr. David Smith and Angela Olson for everything they've done. Coach Josh Beloit and Paul Brown. Coach Rogers. Outstanding school to work with. 66-40. And the players are pretty good too. We like that.
Great personalities, good interviews with these kids this year.
Boy. Girls really knocked it out today. They were
I'll look for that on
poised and
KCACAU. I hope to see that on there.
Yes, Anthony was a little push off as Big Time was anticipating that one. Saw Josh DeYoung's arms down low.
Yes, when the offensive player's got two hands on the kidneys of the other player, and the defensive player falls forward quickly. Pretty good indication.
You can't fool big-time Slaughter. One of the best.
I'm not sure, but I think I remember big-time Slaughter making that move on me.
1:20 to go. Here's Bennett Stecker looking for that half hook. Steps through there. Ball swatted from behind. Brandon Holston, 6'3" junior with a block. They said out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Knights, who fell behind early. Played extremely well since midway in the fourth quarter. Go to Metro Sports TV. As of right now, this will be our final game of the season. If not, we'll have the Northwest Waukee East High Substate game Tuesday night. Not quite sure what we're going to do there yet, Rob, but I'll let you know.
That'd be a good idea.
well in advance this time.
Monday night at 9:30.
Well, I just appreciate all what you've done this year. Just outstanding. Both you and Brad Newitt. Brad, our director in Sioux Falls, Metro Sports, and has done a great job. And Rob, our director here in Northwest Iowa. Terrific basketball fans and minds. Long three, no good. There's 43 seconds to go in the game. Big thank you to our producer and engineer, Carson Maynard. And Zach Hagan. They made the trip up. Had to come early. Didn't know what to expect here at Sheldon. Been in for a long time. And great hospitality here. And pretty good basketball game.
Yeah, it was tight there at half, and like I say, just the squeezing defense of that 2-3 zone by the Unity Christian Knights, and the hot shooting from the outside, timely, just right when Spirit Lake thought they had a shot, get back in it, boom, big three.
Bennett Stecker knocks one in.
Boom, a big three.
Yes.
Bennett Stecker getting the stroke going there.
He'll play a big part both on the football field and basketball court next year. Thank you to Central Bank, family-owned business that's focused on you. Now in three locations in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Lakes area, and Des Moines. Appreciate what they've done for us here at Metro Sports all season long. Long three put up. Young picks it up. Boy, they really want him to score here late. Under 10 seconds to go. 67-43. They're going to just run out the clock, I believe. They do. Class act there, and Unity Christian will go to the state tournament with a big win here tonight over the Indians, 667-43. Rob, the game started like we expected, but Unity was just flat out too good tonight.
Yeah, you know, their percentage, you talk about the three-point shooting, I don't know what the percentage was tonight. I would have to believe that it was over 40%. Just a nice job by them. A great defensive effort when they started to squeeze in. And the Spirit Lake, hats off to them. Great season, very exciting basketball to watch. We loved every minute of it. Exciting plays from inside and outside. It's just one of those deals that one team's got to lose it. And tonight, Unity Christian moves on.
Yep, sometimes the other team is just too good. And tonight, Unity was very good. Well, thanks for a great year, big guy. Really appreciate it.
Well, appreciate you having me come along, and I enjoy doing these ball games. You know how much I like basketball, number one. But, all the prep and getting set up and all that. But once that ball gets thrown up in the air, it's a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Rob Maynard, our outstanding, does it all here, produces play-by-play, color, the tech, IT, you name it, Rob Maynard. Big thank you to him. Really appreciate the efforts he puts in at Metro Sports TV. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports TV. Thank you to the Sioux City Journal, KCAU, for all their statistical informative assistance. Thank you to all of our advertisers who make all these games possible. Couldn't do it without them. Please go to our Twitter, Facebook, and our website, Metro Sports TV, for all of our game highlight scheduling. And go to KCAU Sports Zone Channel 9 tonight at 10:20 for highlights of this game and many more. And remember, you can rewatch this game on demand at Metro Sports TV. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Unity Christian defeats Spirit Lake 67-43. They'll go to the state tournament. Take care, everybody.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those